So we just left from inside of the hotel. If you know anything about hotels, you know for a fact that the hotel that she was staying at, that wasn't a good area. Everything that went on inside of that hotel room, it led back to the fact that the facilities basically, they let an unwanted person come up in there, and you know how they is with celebrities when they go out of state. They start to taking things, and they said she didn't have her bags with her. She left out around 11:30 a.m. That's what everybody in the whole staff, everybody in the facility said. I want you guys to really look at that, because this is something that we all need to pay attention to, because once they do the report and once they do the autopsy and everything, you'll be able to see how long she was there. And they said that she was there more than 8 hours. So you guys have to understand, she went outside and took care of her business and came back in. I'm here for the kids. I'm here for JackyOh. I want you guys to let me know if you guys here for JackyOh, because we here for JackyOh. This really hurt me and affected me. I think about this every day since this happened. I want everybody to know we have to think about the kids that JackyOh left behind.
JackyOh was the only person that was supposed to be in there. So whoever it is that they had, remember, the bags was missing. The fact that somebody was up in the hotel knowing that JackyOh was in there, they figured out that that's DC Young Fly's girl. You gotta understand, in these major cities, they trying to hit licks on people, especially the celebrities. He gave her the $85,000 to go to Miami. A lot of people think that people coming to Miami, they're going to be there to spend a lot of bread and everything like that. So when they followed her, they knew it was easy. They had the same driver every single place that they went to. And a lot of people be coming and going inside the hotels. So you never really know who's really the one that's keeping an eye out, exactly what floor they was on.
And this goes to show, he thought she was having an affair on him, man. Like, at the end of the day, man, in all actual reality, this is something we all can really pay attention to, because Miss JackyOh, y'all already know, DC Young Fly partner, boy, she was only 32 years old, man. She was trying to get the mommy makeover, and this is the only reason she got sent up.
And all the other hotels in the surrounding area was overbooked because this is the first week of June. So y'all gotta realize she didn't want to be in that hotel, man. She didn't want, it was a lot of weird things going on at the hotel. People are trying to figure out right now as we speak. And you're not supposed to hop on no flights right after that surgery, especially how soon it was. When she told the man that she had the flight to catch, when the forensics come back, they're gonna figure out exactly how much time was passed. At first, they said that it happened while she was still on the table. Then they try to say that she left and went to the hotel room, and then that's where they found her and everything like that. Like, they was knocking on the door trying to make the bed and clean up the place, and nobody answered, and they had to use the key card to get in. Whoever has access to the key card to that facility and to that hotel room, they had to spin back around and ask them the questions again, because I don't think that they actually figured out exactly the role that everybody was playing.
No complications. He's gonna need a babysitter when the mother could have been right there, because she didn't need no surgery or nothing, because she was perfectly fine when she left the surgery. Nothing happened on her way from the surgery. Soon as she get in the hotel room, only person that she saw within the middle of all of this,
if they would just play the fact that she walked out of there safe and everything like that, that everybody would know that, okay, they could rule them out the question, and that it must have been a complication with something that she took.
Ain't nobody protect her. Ain't nobody sit there and do what they had to do.
Black China and Cardi B and everybody was actually, you know, when they had things done, it looked good. And so she thought that it was going to be quick and swift and everything like that. But when they told her to hold on, they still had to prep and clean everything off and sterilize it. That's when she started thinking, like, do I need to call my sister back in here to pick me up, or is this going to be done soon?
Like, they let her come in. Next thing you know, it was multiple people. Once they looked at the door, boy, all them people in them white suits, they instantly like, oh, you got more people with you, you have a crowd with you. And she was like, yeah, they just here to make sure I'm good. Next thing you know, the doctor was like, yeah, we usually don't let people come in here when we're doing surgery, but they can sit in the waiting room. It was two people sat in the waiting room, and her best friend sat right by her side and held her hand throughout the whole thing. They said that once she went into recovery, it was over with.
I don't know if they tripped and unplugged all the machines, or if this was something that was botched due to the fact that she had to go underneath the stethoscope. And so a lot of people are saying that this has something to do with the fact that it was not right. They can't be letting people in the lobby standing there with the visitors. They can't be letting people in the hallway or anything like that. At one point, somebody came and interrupted them, man. You got to understand, you're not supposed to go and take a break from work in the middle of a very important, somebody is on the table, man. They really set everything up and started, and halfway through, if somebody goes and takes a break, that's a red flag. Y'all got to pay attention to that. People need to be looking out there and know that this was already a big risk for her to be coming down here and doing that. And Charleston White tried to warn them.
And it's like, once the medical assistant walked up and she said, yeah, where is she? Like, they was looking for her first, and then they end up saying, like, she's still in the room after they said she got discharged. I want y'all to really pay attention to what's going on, because DC Young Fly told Chico Bean that my girl got discharged up out that place, man. It's like, man, why was she still in the room? Like, why did dude and them run up on her, man? Why did dude send no girl in there? Y'all gotta understand what happened. And they already said, I want y'all to let me know in the comment section, because in all actual reality, we can really point our finger and put the key facts together about what really happened, because they already said Carlos Miller, he unhappy about the he ain't too fond of real live Chico Bean cousin even being in communication with Buddy. Man, come on now, man. I told you they was into it, y'all.
And DC Young Fly was trying to call it a whole entire time to say to let him in, he was knocking on the door and everything. But the thing is that they made her put her phone in the locker because she could not go into the center with all the metal detectors and everything like that. If the phone triggers off any of the equipment from the MRI or the CAT scan, is going to mess up a lot of things. They won't be able to have power in that room. And so that's why she did not have access to her phone. So DC Young Fly was trying to call her and say, no, switch it to reschedule it. He was really trying to get her to change the date, but you know, she was supposed to come back, and they was supposed to go to Ruth Chris for their anniversary and everything like that, where DC Young Fly was gonna propose and have Chico and Carlos Miller right there as the groomsmen.
And you guys gotta understand, when you invite anybody to your wedding, whenever you go shopping for anything, your wedding dress, the tuxedo, the shoes, it don't matter. Y'all gotta understand, you gonna spend some money. That's why I always told y'all, once he instantly told Chico Bean, like, you married, I'm not married. This my girl, I love her. I want y'all to understand, they had to hold him back, man. He was acting obnoxious on the couch, man. He kept on moving, man, and kept on crying, man. And they already said, the way that Chico Bean tried to calm him down, and then he instantly looked up at him like, it was your brother who did it. It was your brother who did it. Y'all gotta really understand what's going on, man. RP to JackyOh, man, because at the end of the day, these the same people who instantly, they should have never let her even go out there. And Carlos Miller, he not finna play no games. He called her his little sister. I want y'all to really look at that.
And the first place that the investigators went to is to DC Young Fly's ex-fiance, because they want to know if her or her current spouse had any of the whereabouts or anything to do. If they was in Miami, you got to understand that a lot of times ex-girlfriends, exes and all that, they try to come back and actually get revenge for a lot of times, especially when it comes to the guy getting a new girl that's successful, just like DC Young Fly and Miss Jacqueline. And so the thing is that the ex-girlfriend, the ex-fiance, the ex-everything, babysitter, whatever, they looking very closely and getting to the bottom of this, because DC Young Fly was supposed to be celebrating with his family right now. And now he's left on the hook for putting all the pieces together, man. I want y'all to understand that they cut all the outside communication between Jacqueline and the outside world.
And everybody know for a fact that R.P. Jackie, man. Hey, R.P. JackyOh, man, because in all actual reality, we know for a fact that Miami PD, they not playing no games. They getting down to the bottom of it, and they got 2 people as suspects. I want you guys to really understand, man. It was too many people walking on the crosswalk. Y'all gotta really look at, if you ever go to Miami, what do? Hey, they be partying, walking down the street, drinking. So whoever came in there, they was one of the persons who be on the walk. Like, you guys gotta really look at that.
And 3 hours before she even went to the whole medical center, they was on the yacht, and whoever gave her that drink, that cup in her hand, TMZ got the picture of her with the cup in her hand. Somebody gave it to her. She did not just make a magic trick and make it appear out of thin air. And so the bartender, the host, whoever was on that yacht, they have to go there and look at the timestamps and the CCTV footage, because anybody that knows anything about the rental yachts, they got cameras on it, because they millions of dollars. They want to know who sprayed the champagne. They want to know who poured the cups, because they want to know exactly who to send the bill to. And so at the end of the day, when she walked off that shoreline and she went past the downtown, and she took the pictures with Pitbull and Florida. And the thing is that when she got off of that Uber ride, the next thing she did is walk into that lobby, and she was never walked out of there again.
And we all know for a fact that we can realize and open our eyes to the fact that these people, they told them, y'all gotta make sure y'all lock them doors whenever anybody famous come up in this doctor office, man. Because at the end of the day, we know for a fact Dr. Miami, they kept saying Dr. Miami is who she should have went to. She went to the one with 1 star instead of 5 star. By him having a 1 star, it goes to show the people who already been taking him back and forth to court, he never told the people who were still coming in there that they was taking him to court. They took him to court because of the same thing, because somebody walked through the door with them cups in their hands. Y'all already know what they got in them cups. We already know this. And in all actual reality, we can really pay attention to the fact that you can't have too many people really up in there. Dude got into it with the other dude. And whoever buddy was who walked in there, they already said, like, you know what? That's a notification. We need to get up out of here. He walked up out of there. They start boxing right outside, man. And that's what made them block the door off. And like I told y'all at the beginning of the video, I want y'all to watch this video to the end.
And pay attention to how a lot of people think that office and the doctor and the staff should have never been open in the first place, because they